Hey guys, so just before this video starts, I just wanted to let you know that my last video, which is on the screen right now, it was copyrighted, I guess you'd say. So you can still watch it, you just have to watch it on like a computer or something. So that's why if you're trying to watch it on a mobile device, you cannot watch it. So I just wanted to let you know, and I'd really appreciate if you could watch it because it is my favorite video on my channel. Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Obligatory podcast. I am your host, Yodnell.
And I'm Cameron. I mean,
So, what's going on, Cameron?
not much. How about
I
you?
know we've been talking for about 30 good minutes before we actually started recording the podcast, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring it up like we just got here. So, we got some great news to talk about. Um, Nothing that comes to mind as I'm trying to explain it. Um, this is the second episode. First
Number
episode was a
two.
little bit rough. Second
This one's
episode's gonna be
probably
a
gonna
little bit
be
rough.
really rough too.
Yeah, because the first
Welcome
one.
to 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, first episode 2017.
Last episode 2017.
Yeah. What if we just do the podcast once a year?
Then we can't make another one for a whole year. We probably should have
Yeah,
thought this through. Well,
let's
so
just
it's too late now.
yeah.
See you next year,
Um,
guys.
yep. End of the podcast. Thanks for watching. Um, I had a story that I was gonna tell. Um, let me just kind of refresh my mind. So, oh shit, let me think. Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Right on the tip of my tongue.
Well,
And now I forget.
now it's gone.
This has actually got me so angry.
Well,
Fuck, man.
what was it about? Was it? Well, I mean, if you knew what it was about, you'd
I
know
think
the
it was
story.
related to
Sorry.
school.
Related
It
to
was like
school.
related to
Um,
school. Let me tell a
exams,
school story. Um,
tests, classes, people,
I
and
think
your
it had
classes.
something to do with one of my classes. Shit, this is actually gonna bother the hell out of me.
It's
I'm
probably
never
gonna
gonna remember
bother
it.
the viewers too.
Yeah, the viewers,
Hey, what's
because
up, guys?
knowing me, I'm gonna be sitting here and I'm gonna be like, oh, I'll just remember it later. But I'll never remember it. And whoever's watching the podcast is just gonna be like waiting for me to remember whatever it was. So
Yeah,
let's just act like we didn't even bring it up.
bring what
So
up?
exactly. I don't even know what we're talking about. This is the obligatory podcast. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Not actually, right? Or is it over now?
No, no, it's
Okay,
not
I
over.
was I was
That
waiting
was
for you
the
to talk, but then it's like, so we haven't done one. The last one we did was before Christmas. So why don't we talk about the games we got for Christmas and
oh,
how we
that's
like them,
brilliant.
stuff.
Cameron.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
'cause I'm
So,
smart.
um, I guess I'll start. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
let you start. Um,
thanks.
During the holidays, I got uh, I got a couple good games. Not all of them on Christmas, but I got them within that time frame. I got um, I got Killing Floor 2.
Good game.
We played it. I haven't played it in a while, but it's a good game. I like it. I got Steep, another
Looks
good
like
game.
a good game.
It's fun for a couple hours. Like I stopped enjoying it. It's one of those games where it's like you only go on if you're listening to a podcast. Speaking of podcasts, it's great. It's a great game to play when you're listening to the obligatory podcast.
Yeah. So go out to your local game store, buy it.
Yes, visit your local
This isn't
GameStop
sponsored though. So,
and purchase the collector's edition of the obligatory podcast. Sorry
yeah.
about that. The reaction, just like the
Good.
The first episode, we are playing Grand Theft Auto as we speak.
But I'm good at not
You said,
reacting to it, unlike some
yeah,
people.
yeah, that's me. I'm really good at reacting to it. I take pride in my skill.
Yeah.
But I do remember one of the things that I was going to bring up. Nintendo Switch was they had like this big thing a couple days ago, and by a couple days ago I mean like yesterday. I don't know if you heard anything about that.
No, I haven't.
Mm. Oh, well, um, they talked about price of it,
Oh no.
and it's it's to be $299. I don't know if that's US. It's probably
Probably
US.
is.
So it's probably about 350 in Canada.
Yeah.
Um, an extra $50, not too bad. Seems like a decent price.
Have they released the battery life? Cause
I
that's
don't think
gonna
they have.
make it or break it.
I think they actually have, but you can get like portable chargers for it.
But I mean, how good is a portable charger?
And by portable, I mean it's a cable that you
Oh,
plug into a wall.
so it's not really portable.
Yeah, you can still go around with it though.
Yeah, but I
Um,
mean, will it last in an airport and then on the plane? Or are you gonna have to
yeah, that's
charge
my
it?
problem. Because whenever I think of the Nintendo Switch, I think of that guy sitting in the airplane playing Skyrim. Like I can't play Skyrim in the airplane if it's only gonna last me an hour.
But then Skyrim's a big game too, so
Yeah, it's gonna destroy the battery.
better be good.
But there were some games announced.
Ooh,
Probably the most notable one being Super Mario Odyssey. It's like obviously a new Mario game. It's kind of
another
like, it
Mario
looks like
game.
Super Mario Galaxy, but if it were on the PlayStation 3 as a launch title,
Oh,
it does not look good. It looks like, have you ever seen like those Unreal Engine 4 like
no.
tech demos where it's like people take like Mario and stuff and they'll just like make a model that's like 4K and then just chuck it into like some random ass environment. And it's like this really cartoony looking Mario, but in like the most realistic environment possible, so he's completely out of place.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Well, they've done that, and it looks not good, and that's
Oh,
basically this game. It's like everything is very realistic, and it's like it doesn't look like Mario.
oh,
You got Mario, and then he's just in
you
a
got
in a
this game.
different game. It's Mario in Grand Theft Auto 4.
That sounds interesting.
New
Sounds like
York
it has
Adventures
potential.
with Mario.
Has potential. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, you didn't
What
talk
other
about
games?
your games,
So
Cameron.
I got The Walking Dead season 3, which I mean the first two episodes were really good. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I mean the endings for both of them were pretty good. Can't wait to find out what happens in the next episode. I got
Do you know when
Ark.
that's coming out?
I have no idea when it's coming out. Soon, hopefully. I heard that it comes out like around January-ish, like ending of January, maybe February. So I mean, hopefully. I got Ark, which is a good game in my opinion. Once you get past the lag, which they fixed a bit, so I mean it's good now. It's actually playable. There's still some problems, but I mean for the game and like the game company and stuff, I mean it's a good game. I like it. I like it a lot. And
So since oh
I
no,
think
go
that's
on,
the
go
only
on.
game. I think that's the only game or only games I've got for Christmas.
All right.
I feel like
Well,
I got more. Nah, okay.
since you brought up the release date, and by the release date, I think I brought it up, but since we brought up the release date of episode 3 of The Walking
Hmm.
Dead, that kind of reminded me, a popular Dark Souls YouTuber may have found the some information about the next Dark Souls DLC. Not necessarily its release date, but
Where it
he's
is, or
discovered a
like,
name and a
oh, and
place.
I don't know if I want to know. I mean, I want to.
It's not a huge surprise, to be perfectly honest. I think
It's
everyone expected it.
it's not the deep. I really want the deep.
Nah,
I really want the deep.
unfortunately, it isn't.
The deep. Yeah,
They might still incorporate some elements of the deep.
or maybe they'll do a third DLC
That
because the
would be a
first one
miracle.
wasn't good.
Yeah, they
I
need to
mean,
make up for Ass's
the
Varian
first
though.
one wasn't bad.
It
It
wasn't bad.
just
It was just eh.
wasn't
It
DLC
was just kind
worthy.
of.
And there were
Is
no
it's like
trophies.
$15, right? I think it's 15
Something
bucks.
like that.
I think it's a $10 DLC.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And there were no trophies, which was disappointing.
Yeah, I wish there were trophies.
I mean, like a
That would have been
trophy for
nice.
like beating the bosses, then like
Yeah, at
a
least
trophy for getting all the
the
clothing, a
weapons
trophy for getting all the weapons,
or all
and
the
like
spells.
and all the spells. That's like 5 trophies. So I mean, it's pretty
That's not
good.
too much work.
It's
I
not
don't see
too
how
much trophy.
making trophies is even that hard. But I'm about to spoil some very important information, and by spoil I mean it's not really a spoiler. But the name of the DLC is we don't know for sure, but it's to be I think it's like City of the Dead.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know where it is. I
Sounds
want.
cool, right?
Yeah,
In Londor.
yeah, I'm excited. I mean, Londor would have been like my second pick for sure.
Yeah, I hope. Like I don't know what to think about it because there's so much stuff in the game where it's like they talk about Londor like Yol. Yol is from Londor.
Then they have those
Yuria
like
is from Londor.
those dog people things. I don't wanna butcher it, but you know the dog thing. There's a statue of it in front of
The
the
Grand
Grand
Archives.
Archives. Yeah,
Yeah, that I
that's
can't
from.
remember his name,
Yeah,
but
but
there's like two
he's
of those
from
dudes in
it.
Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's from Londor. So I mean, it's gonna be good. I hope.
I want to see one of those dudes. I want to fight one.
I hope
I
they
feel
seem
like it'd be a
cool.
boring boss fight. He just wave around his head like a giraffe.
Maybe the ears like are things that do damage.
They're
That'd be
like
great.
arms,
Yeah.
like little flaps.
I hope
Um,
there's more bosses.
yeah, I hope that the Londor DLC is like much bigger. Like I hope it's like Bloodborne DLC level because Bloodborne DLC level could be considered a game in its own. Not a big one, but a small game. Because I mean
How many
that DLC had
bosses
like
did they usually have?
I
Cause I
think
have
they had 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I
Let me
want it
see.
to have like
They had
10. 10
at
bosses.
Ludwig. We got Ludwig, the
I don't know.
the
I don't know who
fucking
any of these
other dudes.
are.
Yeah, you don't, but man, I
Yeah,
that's that game. You gotta play it. But we got
maybe.
Ludwig. We got the fuck. I can't. The Living Failures. My least favorite boss in any game.
The living
Um,
failures. What are they?
um,
I've probably
they're
asked.
like aliens.
Oh, do they look like Mr. Meeseeks?
I
You
don't
know,
think
you
they
know
look
who
like
that is?
Mr. Meeseeks.
You
I
know
don't
who
wanna. Yeah, like from
from
Rick and
Rick and
Morty.
Morty?
Um,
Or are those the other people? Or other
they.
things?
This is like the only way to describe them. It's a disgusting way to describe them, but like they look like a dicks with they look like their heads are like the tip of a penis. And
Oh,
I'm not even joking. Like that's what it looks like, and then it
Um,
looks like they've grown arms and legs, and that's
I'm
a
gonna
boss, and
Google
it's
this right now,
terrible.
'cause I want to
I'm gonna
see.
actually Google it too. Let me get a good look at them. Not that I think I'm incorrect, because I will stand by my statement. I'm gonna burp in a second. Let's prepare for the burp. Three. Never mind. No countdown.
Nice countdown. See, I think they still look like Mr. Meeseeks. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
no,
let me
no.
get
These are
let me
different
get another
ones.
look at
This is a different one. The living failures are different. Sorry, I was thinking of the other boss. You know the boss when they're all small and they turn big.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Celestial Mystery.
The living failures look boring.
They are a terrible boss. But then there's also Lady Maria, which is a great boss that comes immediately after them.
Wasn't
And then
she the one that everyone
the
was like
orphan.
Lady Fira or whatever? I can't
Yeah, the girl from
like
like the
copied her
boss
from
in
Ashes of.
the Dark Souls DLC is
Mm,
basically Lady Maria. They even have
yeah.
one of the same attacks.
Oh, nice.
She's basically it's like Lady Maria but with Garamond's thing. I don't know why I'm talking about this with you because I know you don't understand what I'm
Nope,
talking about.
I don't understand a thing you're saying. I was just
But
thinking that the DLC
Bloodborne,
should have like 10 bosses, because it's like the last piece of
just 10
content.
bosses would be insane.
But I mean, it's gonna be the last
It'd be
piece of
awesome.
content for the game series.
Dark Souls. I
And I
hope
mean,
that if it isn't, they should remaster Dark Souls 1. But
that's not like. It's still like. I'm talking about like new content for Dark Souls. Unless
yes,
they
or
like.
unless there's a
There's
Bloodborne 2.
nothing saying that they're not making. Well, Bloodborne 2 isn't really Dark Souls. It's like
Yeah,
the same type of game, but completely
that's why I
different.
have faith because Bloodborne made them good money. So they could
So
pull
did
like
Dark Souls
a
3.
Titanfall 2. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 sold better than Bloodborne, but that's not surprising because it's
But
on
I mean,
PC, it's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation.
because money is like a motivation. So maybe they'll
That's
make
true.
another Dark Souls, but just like different team type thing.
I think that they might. A Dark Souls 4 could happen, but it just won't have.
I
It won't
wouldn't
be a
complain.
Miyazaki game
I wouldn't complain.
because yeah, because he's kind of like the spiritual genius behind it. I don't know why I threw spiritual in there. That doesn't really make sense. But I mean, they could pull a Titanfall 2 if they make a Bloodborne 2, and they just like sure Bloodborne was
Or
on
they could pull the Dark
PlayStation.
Souls too.
No thanks. I don't want that.
Or they could like
Um,
pull a Fallout New Vegas. It's a good game.
they could. I wouldn't mind that.
See, I don't really care how it turns out. Well, actually, I'll probably buy it and
If
I'll
there's a
probably
Dark
play it, but
Souls like a Dark Souls 1 remaster. Actually, no, not a remaster. A remake. Because those are two different things I've learned.
what?
Um, a remaster and a remake are they're two different things. Because when like a company like remasters a game, they're just basically updating the graphics. They're just like making the textures HD, so it really doesn't look much better. Because it's still all like say if San
I know what you
Andreas
mean.
got a remaster, it's just same polygons but different textures.
But I mean,
So it just looks different.
it's about
It's
the
just odd.
experience.
Yeah, but it's like graphics can be part of an experience. I don't like it when people are like, graphics have nothing to do with it. Yeah, they
Grading
do.
under.
That shit bothers me. Why would he say that? It's like I'm not. I like nice graphics. Who doesn't? But like, I don't hate games for not having nice graphics. Ugh, I had to burp. But
I'd rather like games have a good story and
yeah,
like good graphics, but not. They don't have to be like the best graphics ever. As
Yeah,
long as
like
the
if you can
story's
pull off
good, the
some good
gameplay's
graphics,
fun,
I'm happy.
and the graphics
Nice
don't look like
graphics make me
Minecraft.
happy. Yeah, like there's no way people looked at Uncharted 4 and went, eh. Like I think everyone that saw like any sort of Uncharted 4 content was like, oh, that's a nice looking game.
The game is beautiful.
But I don't know what I was gonna say. I was
Even
gonna say
The
something.
Last of Us
No.
was
Yeah, The
beautiful.
Last of Us was like
Last of
huge
Us
with
2, can you
graphics.
imagine? Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Last of Us is one of the first games I pre-ordered, other than Luigi's Mansion.
Oh my
So
god.
excited for that game. When I say Luigi's Mansion, I mean like the second one wasn't very good on
I didn't
3DS.
play I didn't play a lot of games.
I used to play the shit out of the Nintendo 3DS. Thought it was so much fun.
I played a lot of the
Have you ever
GameCube.
played? I
GameCube
played
was
some
great.
GameCube. I like
The
Super
GameCube
Mario
is
Sunshine.
my childhood.
Well, you know what? That's a good segue. Let's talk about
Okay.
GameCube stuff, man.
I remember my friends would sometimes come over and then we would play Super Mario Party and it was fun.
Mario
So
Party
we would
was
all
great.
just like have fun playing Super Mario Party and everyone had a good time. There were no worries because we were like young
Just
children.
kids.
It was great.
I used to
Yeah.
go to my friend's house, my friend Bodie. I don't talk to him much anymore. Um,
Billy?
he's a cool guy. No, Bodie.
Oh,
I have trouble saying
Bodie?
his name because of the spacer. Yeah, Bodie. Ah, it really bothers me the way I say it. Um,
Bodie.
I'm not even gonna try anymore.
Did he?
So,
Never
you're gonna
mind.
make a boat joke?
Yeah, it was. That's not
That's such a
clever.
dad thing. That's all my
It
dad
is.
used to do. He'd be like, "Oh, we like boats." A nice one, Dad. It's real funny.
Uh, you like
But
boats? Bodie?
hey, Bodie, do you like boats? Yeah, Jacob's dad. I do. I like boats. But I'd go to his house, or no, I'd go to his grandma's house because we went to different schools, and he lived
Fun.
far away from his school, so he'd go to his grandma's house and stay there during the week, while he was going to school, and he'd go to his mom's house during the weekend. Not that that matters, but I'd go to Bodie's place. Oh, hey, Cameron. Um, I'd go to Bodie's place, and we'd play Super Mario Kart on the Game Boy. The Game Boy. The Game Boy. Uh, we'd play it, and I can't remember the name of the map. But it was like a Bowser map, and he said he was really good at it. He said he was the best at this Bowser map.
The best.
And I had never played Super Mario Kart on the Game Boy before, and I destroyed him, and I was so happy about it. And he said that he just had a broken Game Boy.
Oh, he probably did.
Maybe, but I was really happy about it because I won. And then we'd watch the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Is that a YouTube thing?
Oh, no!
No, no,
Super Mario
no.
Bros. Super Show is like
It's like an actual
it's a
TV show.
very old. Yeah, it's an actual TV
I didn't
show, and
even
it's
know
very
that.
old, and it's animated, and it's
Oh,
Mario and Luigi. And have you ever seen that? You probably haven't. There's like
no.
an advertisement, and it's like about no drugs. It's just a drug PSA,
Oh,
and it's Lou Albano who plays Mario in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and he's like, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
before you die.
Yeah,
What happens after you die?
I don't know. Maybe you just don't die, you're just stuck in hell.
But
We went from Super Mario Bros. Super Show to stuck in hell.
nice, fun.
Um, I can't see how a podcast would be. I'm, I've, I haven't watched enough podcasts where people are like really socially awkward in the podcasts and don't really know what to say. So I haven't really experienced that. But I'm curious if that takes you out of the moment. Like you're sitting there just listening to a podcast and some dude's just like, what do I say? Like, does that take you out of the moment? Have you ever had that experience before?
Are you even watching this anymore?
Yeah,
If you,
probably not.
sir, or miss, or
Or
whatever you identify as,
yeah,
if
whatever
you're still
your
watching
gender
this,
pronoun is.
if you're still watching this, comment and I'll give you $5.
Oranges are illegal.
Comment that and I'll give you $5 if we ever meet. So probably never. But I'll still give you $5.
I feel like this is like a cocky thing to say, but if we ever get somewhere, we're we're like we have a pretty solid following. People are gonna start asking us for money if we ever see them in public.
Cause I'm gonna offer them
Because that
$5.
one episode of the Obligatory podcast when you said you'd give anyone $5 if they knew who you were.
Hey, if you're watching this still, I promise you I'll give you $5.
I will give you a foot rub.
You're gonna regret that when Fat Joey comes up to you saying that
That was
you
offensive.
watch. What do you mean?
Fat Joey.
Yeah.
Joey's World Tour. Is that who you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Fat Joey from The Walking Dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
man, I'm good.
So you're
I'll
the
give like a,
offensive one.
I'll suck your toe. No.
You're gonna hate that when Fat Judy comes up to you. Is there any Fat Judys? Shout out to my Fat Judys.
It's Judge Judy. She's just overweight.
That's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. Probably the only one laughing.
Well, there's two of us, and I'm not laughing.
Well, yeah. But what if
All
they're
right.
laughing?
They might be, so you could have people laughing along with you.
Yeah. Thanks to
Might
you
not
for
be a
laughing.
genuine laugh, but
It might be a
it's
laugh
something.
to. It's something. You know what else is
So,
something? Your teacher
what
binge
else is
watching.
something?
Your teacher binge watching Watch Mojo during
Yeah,
during
fucking
class.
awesome, dude. I want to come across a teacher binge watching some sort of top 10 series on YouTube.
Watch Mojo is the only top 10 series on YouTube.
What about
Watch
top
Mojo.
trends? I had top trends as top 10s. I don't know who
Who's
top
that?
trends is though. I think I've seen that channel somewhere and I was like, oh, that's a channel.
I think I've seen the channel too.
So, we're about a little bit over halfway through this episode. So, I think it'd be a good time to start off our new segment. Um, that is
What's
unnamed currently.
popular on Twitter? That
Yeah,
segment?
what's trending on Twitter?
What's popular? Popular? Jesus Christ! No,
That's the intro.
no, the mic spike, the mic spike thing. That just happened.
Oh, that was well timed. Oh,
Yeah.
here, I'll do that intro once more. What's
No,
trending
no.
on
A poor fox is found frozen in a river in Germany. No, it's not even. Oh. A hunter in Germany discovered a block of ice containing a fox that he says fell into a chilly river and drowned. Aw, it made news. A
um
frozen fox needs to be preserved for Oh, yeah, these does need to be preserved, because preserving.
Well, I was gonna make a joke about how the new Nintendo NX or not NX, the new Nintendo Switch uh game boxes look like PSP cases, and I guess Jacksepticeye's already made that joke on Twitter. So let's check out. Time to show off those prehistoric fossils.
Dumbo live action movie may star Will Smith and Tom Hanks.
Wait, who's gonna play? Who's gonna be Dumbo?
Tom Hanks, because he has a Dumbo face.
He's a Dumbo
Nah,
face. That's
I don't know. No,
what
I don't know why. I don't know. Why don't you look it up?
Mr. T
Ask
should
Tim
play
Burton.
Dumbo. Tim
No,
Burton's directing
Will
the
Smith.
Dumbo movie.
Yeah, yeah. And Will Smith, it looks like he's gonna play Dumbo. And Tom Hanks is gonna play the villain.
Wait, have you ever seen the Curious George movie?
Nope.
Oh,
Have
it's kind of
you
that discussion.
ever
I think
seen?
I did a long time ago.
Okay.
Now you can ski your way to cash. A new ski-through bank machine has opened in a Whistler ski resort. Wow, it's an ATM on a mountain. And this is news. Why is it that when I go to the fun tab on Twitter, the first thing I see is this poor fox that was found frozen in a river?
Yeah, it's not fun.
That's not fun. Jesus Christ.
Friday 13th. Unlucky for some. Are
Wait,
you
is this
spending
that?
your day ruining your bad luck or revealing in glory? Reveal. Oh,
Here, give us some news,
not that
Cameron.
I'm
What's going on in this?
superstitious, but I just started the day by ripping off today's date as well on the daily calendar. Oh, well, if you're just gonna rip off Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th is gonna rip off you. So, I mean,
Yeah, don't disrespect Friday the 13th, man.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Shout out to my Office fans. You know that episode of The Office when the guy is like, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Yeah. I just
Oh
woke
my
up and
God.
I've already encountered a black cat.
Well, speaking of Friday the 13th, brave passengers actually flew to hell on
Yep,
Friday the 13th.
saw that.
And when I say hell, I say Hell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know why it's spelled that way, but we're gonna find out. Bizarre,
My
I
friend
believe, in
flew to
Flight
California, or
666,
Florida today, sorry.
departing from Copenhagen, Denmark, carried a group of passengers en route to Finland's Helsinki Hell Airport. To add more spookiness, the flight also left at 1 p.m. local time, or 13 o'clock military time, and the plane just
Whoa.
happens to be 13 years old.
Whoa. Watch fake news become the go-to excuse for 2017. A future president can call a vetted international news organization fake news. Then the line should work for you too. I'm gonna use this
Alright.
whenever I like forget to do homework and then my teacher's like, why don't you do your homework? Fake news. Fake news.
I was reading up on this news that my homework was related to. And then when I had finally finished writing my essay, I found out that the news was fake. That's why I couldn't do my homework. I might use that actually.
You probably are.
I probably will, yeah. But have you ever heard of those I don't know what they're called, but they're like people that like look really deep into like coincidences and numbers and shit. Like I think they talked about this on Game Grumps, but it's like people who are like, fucking shit. I don't know where to start. It's like, uh, Rush is a band with
Yeah,
4 members, I think,
four.
and it's spelt
Remember,
Rush, and that is
Rush.
4 letters.
4 letters. Yeah.
Rush, 4 letters, 4 members, uh, 4 uh
Four
members
members of.
of the Lizard Squad have been
Yeah.
arrested.
Well,
Rush is confirmed leader of Lizard Squad.
so you mean like all those parody
Like people who
videos?
like look way too deep into shit like that, like
Yeah,
weird
like
conspiracies
Donald Trump.
that just have to do with numbers. Because I just discovered one related to this Friday the 13th airplane thing.
Oh, oh no.
Friday the 13th,
Yeah,
1 13 17.
yeah.
1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 7 equals 13. A 13-year-old
Whoa.
aircraft, Finnair Flight 666, took off at 13 o'clock, went straight to hell. God
Oh
be
my.
with y'all. Thanks, Justin Fleenor.
That's. I mean, yeah. Well, did they live? Did it crash? I hope it crashed,
I
but I
haven't
hope
seen
everyone
any news
lived.
about this thing crashing. It's just like, yeah, that
Oh,
happened. What a coincidence.
ah, shucks. I think that was sang in like the 50s. Cause I'm in
Oh,
history.
shucks. Alright,
Do you
let's
know?
find some more interesting news. Um, 10 things millennials ruined.
Everything.
Well, we're about to find out what millennials have ruined. Were you born in the 80s, 90s, or thousands? And
No.
congratulations, you've ruined the world.
Oh. Hey, we weren't
So,
born then. We were born in the 2000s. So, I mean,
yeah, the thousands.
did they say the thousands? Then they
Yeah.
only said, I thought it meant 90s. Never mind.
Yeah, well, I guess we are assisting in ruining
Well,
the world.
we ruined the world.
Um,
You're
so we're about to
welcome.
find out 10 things, 10 big things apart from the world that we have ruined.
10 big things
Millennials
apart.
have now ruined fabric softener.
How?
This person does not explain.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I might find out.
It's pro.
Right. Stupid millennials aren't buying fabric softener just because it's poisonous and doesn't do anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't
Wait,
buy fabric softener, but
this guy says it doesn't do anything. Why would I buy fabric softener if it doesn't do anything?
yeah. He's probably trying to be funny.
If I wanted to buy a PlayStation 4, I wouldn't buy a broken PlayStation 4.
You probably would.
No,
I
but
mean,
I wouldn't be intending to. Well, I'm at the burger place and the teens are too busy laughing at vines to be rowdy. Millennials have ruined teens. This is
I mean
J'adore
that's true.
hardcore. I don't know, it's J'adore. It's like French.
Teens ruin teens. Confirmed. Welcome to 2017, everyone.
Oh, you know what? I can't disagree with this one. Millennials have ruined Halloween. My daughter and her friend want to dress up as Instagram filters. I
What?
think that's pretty bad.
What? Instagram
Yeah, they want to
filters?
dress up as Instagram filters. They probably want to like paint their skin so that they look like fucking sepia.
Well, I mean, I wanted to be Jacob Sartorius for Halloween, so
Yeah, I guess we've also assisted in ruining that.
yeah.
Millennials have ruined uh Don't Stop Believing for me.
Don't stop
But
believing.
believing.
Wait, who ruined it? How'd they ruin it though? I mean,
This guy doesn't explain it.
I want to know how we ruined it. It's because we
Studies
like
show
this.
millennials are having less sex than previous generations.
Is that a
So
bad
basically,
thing?
millennials have ruined sex too. Yeah, I don't know
Well,
if is it?
I mean,
Maybe.
we're making less of us. So how? So
I
the
guess it
less
is
of
a bad
us,
thing.
the
The
harder
better, yeah, the
is,
less
the better.
millennials, the better.
Yeah, the less millennials, the better. So we're
I
actually
think
helping the world.
millennials ruined the
So I
word
mean,
daddy. I don't know if that's millennials.
we're all
Maybe, actually, yeah, I think so.
millennials. We're all
Most of the people
millennials,
that are
bro.
talking about millennials ruining the world are millennials.
Yeah,
Except the
because
one guy that I've seen. Because all
that's
millennials do is complain.
yeah.
That's what we're doing right now.
We are complaining about how people are complaining
We're
about how we
complaining about
complain.
dude, this is the new meta. This is the life meta.
Oh no.
Complaining about how people complain.
Wait, does that mean I
Oh
can now put meta
no.
in the title? Quick,
Yes.
we need to talk about Overwatch. Did you like the new Overwatch update? What do you think of Hook 2.0? Overwatch.
I'm not happy with it because I like Roadhog and they nerfed Roadhog.
No, it's good. It's great. I love
They
it.
didn't?
Okay, so they nerfed him.
Did
They
they
are nerfing
actually?
him, but it's not really a
Okay.
nerf. It's actually gonna help everyone because the problems that it did have, which made the hook like unhookable, pretty much, is now getting fixed. So it helps both the Roadhog and other people. So you won't be getting hooked through walls, but it brings everyone close to you. So it's like, because I don't know how many times I've hooked someone and then they've gone like farther away from me or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's gonna make Roadhog, it's gonna make it better for everyone.
Precision hooking. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, what happened
So
before was like, okay,
um
wait, go on. It's not
our
even important.
final uh bit of our final reason why millennials have ruined the world is that millennials have ruined the millennials have ruined jokes.
True.
That's meta right there. And it's so true because that's what we were just talking about. How the only
Yeah,
people that are talking about millennials ruining things are millennials.
yeah.
Now, I think this should be our final piece of Twitter news. Because it's happy. The beautiful story of a dog called Dice. I don't know if it's happy. When at Brofog came across a dog who needed a home, she stepped up to the plate.
Oh,
Me met a dog whilst on a walk and loved him. Owner told me she taken him to dogs trust. She taking him to dogs trust, and now he's in the car coming home with me. This is so cute. He already looks so much happier. Are you keeping him forever? Yes, he's beautiful. I love him already. Dice settled in his new home, and it's every picture of this dog is it just staring at the camera in the exact same way.
did you hear
Oh,
about
we
like
have two dogs.
the 80-year-old man or something like that who was getting firewood for his house and he lives alone and stuff like that. And he was getting firewood for his house to like heat up his house or whatever. And he had a dog, but then he fell and he broke his neck. So then the dog came out, but he lived on like a farm. So like the closest person was like 1.5 miles away or whatever, so pretty far. So then literally the dog went on top of him and laid down because it was like negative something degrees Celsius because the temperature was in Fahrenheit, or like they set it in Fahrenheit, so it's like negative. It's in the negatives. So he would have gotten like, so the dog laid on top of him so he didn't get too cold and died. And then the dog just barked and he was there for 21 hours until the dog, like someone checked out on why the dog was barking. And the
Oh
man
no.
lived.
Oh, he lived.
Yeah, the man lived.
I kind of expected that when you said he broke his neck. I thought you meant he just fucking broke his neck and died. Because
Oh
I
no,
was
no, he
getting
broke
really
his
fucking
neck and
sad. I was scared that the fucking guy broke his neck, died, and then the dog just laid on him
Oh, that
thinking
would
that
have
he
been
was
so
alive.
sad.
That
Oh,
would have been
that
so
would have been.
fucking sad.
I would. I wouldn't have told the story if it was like that.
Yeah.
I'm.
Oh,
Oh,
that's happy. That's nice.
just thinking about
What a
that
great dog.
is sad. Yeah, that
That
dog
actually
should
reminds
get
me,
a
I
trophy.
recently saw it was like a video, and it's like this old guy, I think in Korea. It's in Korea or China,
North or
and
south?
it's probably south.
Okay,
Um,
you never know.
but he's just an old dude who who just does everything with his like fucking 20-year-old tortoise. I think it's actually older than 20. It's like 80. Let me
Tortoise?
find out. Yeah, it's just a fucking tortoise that hangs out with him all the time and follows him everywhere.
Tortoises are cool.
Giant pet turtle.
Tortoise.
Yeah, I found it. I'm not gonna watch a video, but I'm just looking at this dude who walks everywhere with his tortoise very slowly because the
That's
guy
pretty
walks
cool.
slow and the tortoise walks slow.
Tortoises are
So
really
him and the
heavy.
tortoise. Yeah, it's fucking big.
Tortoises are heavy. And if you hold them on like their side kind of, so their head is facing like the sky, if you hold them like that, they can't breathe and they'll die. Fun fact. So they're also really hard to carry.
That is interesting.
Yeah, very
I'm just
interesting.
scrolling through pictures of tortoises now.
Tortoises are cool. Except they
I'm
live too
watching
long.
this.
I wouldn't want to pet tortoise. They live too long. Like they live 100
Yeah, I'd be
years.
scared that the tortoise would live longer than me.
Yeah. Same with birds. Birds live a long time.
Yeah. I actually don't know how long. I kind of expected birds wouldn't live long.
Well, I mean, parrots live for like 100 and some odd years. It all just
Hey Cameron,
depends.
I have some interesting news to break to you.
Oh, news. Okay. Just
That
get right
news
into it.
being it's the end of the podcast.
Oh,
We've actually sat here for just under 50 minutes.
how?
This is that
I feel like this
I would
wasn't
think
as good as the last one, but
yeah, I this was just a little bit quieter. I think next podcast we will definitely have a guest
we'll
because
have
that'll
topics
hopefully
too.
keep conversation going.
Yeah, we'll have
Yeah,
topics.
we'll get prepared. So when do you think we should record the next podcast? So
Uh,
that maybe
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
No,
All
not
right.
2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. I have exams. Um,
Shit.
maybe 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
Just
Maybe yeah,
maybe two
maybe.
weeks.
Whenever it'll happen.
All just depends.
Um, this has been actually no. We got to do if people have watched to this point, we got to comment.
Um,
Because we had at like just before halfway, it's like oranges are illegal. If you have made it to this point in the
I'll
podcast,
give you $10, but only if you comment.
comment um
Um,
wet turtles.
yeah, I'll give you $10.
Yeah, so if you comment wet turtles, you get $10.
So yeah,
That's quite a bold statement because
no one's
in the
gonna
last
watch it.
podcast, the only person who commented, um, from what I know, the only person who commented on your video, the tomatoes are illegal thing, was me,
Was you? Yeah. I'm not gonna give you
and I got
ten
no
dollars.
no tomatoes are illegals on mine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it, man. So it has been the obligatory podcast, um, second episode. Uh, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.